So, that was Rufus Alberea. I've heard rumors about him. They say he's the ace of the noble faction. Meeting him in person, it's easy to see where that reputation originated.
He seemed like a rather charming person, projecting both intelligence and kindness.
Yeah, he made a point of showing consideration for my dad, too, even though he's a low-ranking noble.
And he effortlessly thrust Eustace into the role of cute little brother.
I would have preferred you not to have seen that. Though I must admit, I wasn't expecting him to leave Bearheart just as we were arrived. How unfortunate. What do you mean? Nothing that concerns you. We should check in at the hotel and begin our work. But wait. Come on, let's go drop off our things.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Although the thought of actually staying in a hotel this high class is kind of intimidating. Off we go.
I desperately need to level, I think, at least. It is truly an honor that our humble establishment should have the opportunity to greet a member of the esteemed dukes. Spare me the formalities. We came merely to drop off our belongings, after which point we will be leaving again immediately. Please show us to our rooms. As you wish. If you'll allow me to escort you to the western wing, then we have a fine suite prepared for you. We have individual rooms reserved for each of your classmates as well. Wait, I believe I told you before that we're here solely for our studies. This excessive hospitality is neither required nor appreciated. But Lord Eustace, I must insist. Don't make me repeat myself. We require only 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. Will that be okay with you all?
That works for me. Well, it's more than enough. It's fine.
Of course. We're students. We should be treated as such. Still pretty cool looking room. Damn, look at theirs. We can finally start working on our field study tasks now, I think. Enough time as it is.
Now, let's crack open that envelope, shall we?
Alright, here goes. Day 1. Aurochs Canyon monster. A violent monster in the Auroch Canyon. Put a ring on it. And then addicted to bath salts? No, that's a terrible thing. Each student must record his or her activities, blah blah blah, we got it.
One request from a noble followed by one from an artisan. That should certainly keep things interesting.
Yeah, they seem to have struck the perfect balance here.
The monster one sounds irritating.
What do they mean by report to Auroch's Fort on this one? Auroch's Fort sits on the opposite side of Auroch's Canyon. It's a provincial army base originally built in the Middle Ages. The request must have come from there. Sounds like trouble to me. We should probably save that one for last, just to be on the safe side. I'd advise that regardless. The path through the canyon is long and treacherous. We should complete our other task before we venture out that way. At least we run out of time.
Yes, let's do that. Fine by me.
I have no objections either. Alright then, let's get started. I'm sure Lisa and the others are working hard on their own task as we speak, and we can't let them beat us. So let's give this our all.
Right. Okay.
Of course. I give you my word. Gotta love the enthusiasm from our team. Alright, so I think this part will be about doing the quests that are not the monster one. So we'll go with this one first. Find me on the terrace outside the Sorcier restaurant. Let's go find that place then. It's right across from us.
fancy restaurant? This restaurant's pretty big. I feel like we're a little out of place here.
And yet this pales in comparison to the restaurants dedicated to nobles. I used to come here frequently before I started attending the academy.
Must be good if you're a regular.
Must be a gathering place for haughty nobles too, then. Feel free to wait outside for us if you wish. I'll have to give my regards to the owner as well.
What?
Was that a slight smile I saw there? Oh gosh, the world is freezing over. He said the terrace. So, up there. Right? No, there's nothing up here. Oh, there. Yeah, this is it. You. It's a nice dog. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a minute? Might those uniforms be of Thor's? Assume that... Just mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manners of field study. When in truth he asked my father first, but he's busy as ever. So the request was passed on to his heir. In other words, me.
Oh, that sounds rather interesting. Doesn't it?
Now, take a guess at what we came up with.
Oh, you're such a tease. Might I have some time to think about it?
So, what exactly was your request?
You dare to interrupt our conversation? You commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior to you to finish their Oh my. What's the matter?
Lord Eustace, I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense?
Of course not. We would never be so crass. I could get used to this.
Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? Your request stated that you want some kind of bath salt.
Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us.
I see. That's a rather difficult request.
Fret not. Then I can change the request if you wish.
That won't be necessary. A request is a request.
Is it that hard to find?
That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it. Much like we need to do for that monster. It's closer to Auroch Fort than it is to the city, so it won't be an easy journey.
Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath, though?
Putting salt in bath water warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects.
Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do.
Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now.
Yes.
Let's get the request from the Artisan Street settled before making our way over there, though.
Yeah. Because if we're gonna have to go to that place, we're better off
trying to find this, trying to do the Artisan one first.
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Alright. Off to the jewelers.
So what you're saying is any minute now. Indeed, we shouldn't have long to wait.
Oh, it looks like he's with a customer right now.
What should we do? Should we return later?
Judging by the uniforms, you're at... and I see Lord Eustace is with you. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request?
We have.
But I'd ask that you please refrain from giving us any special treatments on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite demandable to return at a later hour.
No, it's the opposite, in fact. We were just discussing you, as it happens.
Alright then.
Wait, you were discussing us? Does it mean... Of course, if you'd allow me to explain, this is Bengt. Source currently staying here in Bearhorn. He's the one responsible for the quest that you brought. See, I'm going to get married in the near future, and I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Bearhorn are renowned far and wide for their skills with gem processing, so it seems the ideal choice.
So you've made what I presume to be a substantial ring.
It is a wonderfully romantic thing to do, isn't it? There's no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very plausible, and a septium ring especially is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Brooke here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea.
Oh?
That's right. Precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for him using one specifically, a gem known as Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one.
I think I may have heard of it, actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily the equal of septium.
That's the one. Surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert on jewels as well, huh?
That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine.
So does that mean the reason you called us here is...
Exactly. I'd like you to go collect one of these Dryad's Tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that the tears can be harvested from grow on the North Cruising Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding one might not be an easy task. Well, then I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be quite the challenge our dear friend here has made it out to be, you know.
Huh? Look who it is.
The innocent wood nymph's tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago?
Who's this guy? Do you know him, Eustace? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before. No.
Gracious, how terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking.
Blueblanc.
My name is Baron Blueblanc. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicately detailed crafts, I'm a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in all their many splendid forms.
I see. He seems a little off-puttingly eccentric.
But that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking a Dryad's Tear.
Yes, that's right.
You say you saw one? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on the northern highway, of that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands.
You don't say.
Guy's manner of speech is irritating.
So is the content of his words.
No, let's hear him out.
I'm appreciative of the information. May I ask why you're telling us all of this, though?
Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being a generous man that I am, I deign to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you?
Sure.
Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth.
Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely.
I think our chances are about equal either way.
Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the Dryad's Tear. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Good day to you. And so Blueblanc was a baron? I had no idea. Look at this bastard. Ah! Open your eyes! Oh, there they are. Alright. This bastard. It's nice to see a 3D model of him.